Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First down and more, ETN. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill steps away to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Osa Odighizuwa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Second and 16. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rolling to his left. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff for Etienne. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Play action. It's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, Tannehill dancing to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. Flush to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14, Eagles nothing. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done. It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing. Johnny Unitas? No, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill on the move to his left. Smith with a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Sanders. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's a give to Etienne. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On first down, they run with Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action now. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the give, running right is Howard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Eagles 0.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the back?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's Pollard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott now. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that's caught inside the 35.
Ready to show alert, baby.
Touchdown, Eagles. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Eagles 14. J.J. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the...
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down now, Pollard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On third down, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is Howard on second down to the 25.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Room past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. One last throw here for Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Dallas, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.